And we got big boys. We got big boys. Would you like to attack with your Itali? Well, let's put a counter there. Well, that seems pretty good. Here's 7-7 Itali, not looking so pretty now. What? Yeah. The knight, the 2/2 vigilant token took down Itali. He's like, nope. Nope. Hello folks, welcome. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents, coming at you live on Twitch as we do at Average Zen Presents, or perhaps you're watching on YouTube at a later date at Average Zen. We welcome all, one and all, bring it in, group hug, Zen community. Thank you for all of our likes, subscribes, comments, and followers. You guys are awesome. If you haven't done that already, give it a shot. You know, you may feel some pride welling up in you saying, this guy, something about him, I'll press a button for him, yes. And we appreciate you that do. Let's jump into our standard best of one Rank Wednesday deck here. We have a deck that I've made best of one friendly from an MTGO list that I saw quite a while back that I've been wanting to play, but the meta, it was just not time for it. But in a pre-ban, no Monstrous Rage, no Corey Steel Cutters to be had, maybe, or post-ban I should say, not pre-ban, maybe we got a shot. This deck wants to play Collector's Cage. Yes. So we are raging in the cage. Maybe we hit an Overlord of the Mistmoors. Maybe we hit a Summon Knights of the Round. Maybe we hit an Elspeth Stormslayer. But it's very easy to get the requirements here. Collector's Cage says Hideaway 5. So we look at the top 5 of our cards of our library. Exile 1 face down. Then we can pay 1, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature we control, and if we control 3 or more creatures with different powers, we may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Not hard to do. We have Paw Patch Recruit, which gives stuff counters. And we have Llanowar Elf, which itself is a 1/1. The Collector's Cage itself gives things counters. We have Sheltered by Ghost, which is removal, but also gives things +1/+0. Seraphic Steed makes 3/3s and is a 2/2. Kuzel's Flanker is a 3/1. It's also Graveyard Hate. And Sanguine Evangelist makes a 1/1 flyer and is a 2/1 itself. Enduring Innocence also 2/1. Great here for card draw. Sandstorm Salvager, I don't have enough mythics. If I did, there's probably more of these in the deck. So keep that in mind if you have more, or if you feel like burning some mythics. We also have Warden of the Grove, so it can make tokens, or you can make stuff bigger when it comes into play. Beza is like an instant board, pretty much, so that's going to give us a 4/5 and two 1/1s that you can immediately put a counter on with Collector's Cage, one of those 1/1s, and have 3 different creatures. Elspeth Stormslayer, we got 3 of. The 0 and the +1, maybe the -3 might be relevant. I like Virtue of Loyalty here, just putting the +1/+1 counters and having a token. Yes, so let's talk about Elspeth Stormslayer and Deification. Maybe you've seen this combo, but we name Deification Elspeth. It says Planeswalkers you control the chosen type have hexproof, and as long as you control a creature, if damage dealt to a Planeswalker you control, the chosen type would result in all loyalty counters on it being removed. Instead, all but one of those counters is removed. So as long as we keep making creatures, or as long as we have creatures, they can't kill our Elspeth, and they can't target it. That's huge. Mana base is all over the place. Of note, though, Restless Prairie, Chef's Kiss, because it can give other creatures +1/+1 until end of turn when it attacks, and it's a creature. It's a 3/3. Murex also makes tokens. That's pretty much, we're not trying to poison anybody out. We're just trying to make a creature with power 1, I guess. Yeah, let's take it in. We'll see. My one note around this deck is I don't think there's enough removal. I've added a little bit more, but it's very difficult to keep with the synergies in the deck and then have more removal. It wants to be creature heavy, but unfortunately, that's not the world we live in. On the draw. Okay, we'll do that. and 0 creatures in our hand. Right after I say it wants to be creature heavy. And then we have a 1-lander, but a Llanowar Elf. I think we have to keep the 1-lander and ditch the flanker. That's unfortunate. Well, see if we can draw into another land. I think it's going to be necessary. And we do not want to draw Summon Knights of the Round. We really want that under Collector's Cage. So we got 2 high cast cost cards in here. Okay, so we're up against... So we didn't want to ditch the Kutzel's flanker. We're up against Graveyard. Wonderful. Summon Titan. And we did not hit our land drop. This is not how we want to start. My goodness. We're not doing so great. And that's a whole bunch of lands. But they got Titan back. Okay, well, we're going to get there the hard way, I guess. We have nothing but green lands and a handful of white cards. Alright, they have a Yuna. Now they bring Yuna back. And we lose if we don't draw a white mana. Okay, we got a white mana source. So let's go Seraphic Steed. And attack in. And then when they play Yuna, then they get something back that turn. Town Greeter. Okay. They have another Yuna in the graveyard. Jeez, man. All these resentful revelations in the graveyard. Okay, well. I don't know. I just don't know. I guess we're doing this. And getting rid of the Overlord. Which is now if they kill the elf, then they get it back and don't have to wait. So not any good options there at all. We are under the gun. And we need another white mana source in order to clear the board. There's Yuna. And then they bring back... There it is, Primal Odin. Alright, we absolutely need a white mana source right now. That's not it. That's not it. And now if they get it back, it doesn't have the finality counter on it. But that's all we can do to stay alive. That's all we can do. What did they get? Arden? Okay, yeah, that's game. It's going to be one of those days. It has been this way all day. It does not matter how many lands we have in our deck. We will not draw them. All day. Just to make sure, the last deck we played last hour had 20 lands in it. This one has the full 24. The recommended, yeah, does not matter. As we can see, does not matter. Shuffler says you won't get lands, so you don't get lands. They're all clumped up together in one big pile. But if you try to mention that on the MTG Arena Reddit, you get banned. I don't know from personal experience, but I do know from anecdotal experience from other people. Alright, Restless Prairie. We're on the play, and we have lands this time. Okay, Llanowar Elf probably gets cut down immediately. but better than the Seraphic Steed, I guess. And it looks like we're either up against mono black discard / all removal, or we're up against graveyard stuff. In which case, the flanker is decent. Alright, Hushwood Verge. Let's play out the Evangelist. And get a 2 for 1. No Collector's Cage so far in our Collector's Cage deck. Alright, okay. Sheltered by Ghosts on the Evangelist. And get rid of the Slasher. And play Seraphic Steed. Attack. Another Slasher. And they cut down the Steed. Well, they duress. Well, nope, not going to happen. You get nothing. Oh, well, we have an issue, though. We cannot attack in to the Slasher. We're going to have to double block it with our insect tokens. Unholy Axe, digging for answers. I like to see that. That maybe means we have a shot. But not with a Llanowar Elf. That's not what we wanted to see. Alright, well, here's a Llanowar Elf. And then we attack in with the 2/2s. All the flyers, I guess. Because we can flash in the Kutzel's Flanker to block the Slasher. Alright, got him down to 7. Board wipe incoming. Bloodletter, nice. That's a very aggressive attack. Alright, we're going to gain 2 and scry. We don't want either of those. And block. Alright, Edict. And we have to sacrifice a non-token creature of our choice. Okay. That is what we wanted to see. That is what we want to see. And now, strike from the heavens indeed. I believe, so they block the Evangelist, and then it's 3, 7, I think that's lethal. Math is for blockers. We did it. There it is. No cage needed. These beasts be free. Alright, that extra removal coming in handy. Well, let's do it again. Elspeth Stormslayer, good card. Who knew? Everyone, literally everyone. But in the cage. Can we get her in the cage and then release her from the cage? Up against Paku, the Initiate. Come on, Paku, you can work on better achievements than that. I know. Okay, on the draw. With no turn 1 and no turn 2. Oh, God, we better draw something good. Alright, up against is it? Okay, Llanowar Elf is a decent turn 1.
Uh-huh. Sandstorm Salvager seems good, but I think I want to go Enduring Innocence.
All right, brush land, enduring innocence, auto pay. Fire magic. Oh no. That's also a good card. Seeing multi-format play. Flexible pyroclasm. All right, VV. Nope, artist talent. Okay. This is different. This is new. All right, let's get our land. We'll play Sandstorm Salvager and they what? Spell Pierce it? No, they can't spell pierce it. Alright, we get a 3-3. We get to draw a card. Into the Flood Maw. Okay, on our token. Well, at least we got to draw the card, right? And it's a land. Wonderful. Well, now we just have a 1-1. Monument to Endurance. Okay. The artist talent's starting to make sense. This is just going to be completely, is it control? Yeah, so basically that means our split up does nothing. Because they're not going to have any creatures. Oh, except for that one. They do have that one. Draw a card. Yep. Alright, there's VV. Alright, well, that means we absolutely have to split up now. We have 5 mana at our disposal, so let's tap this guy. And then split up, destroy all untapped creatures. Do they have another VV? We tried playing the Agatha's Soul Cauldron VV deck last week. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay, they do have another VV. That's awesome. All right, and then we're just going to draw nothing but lands now, huh? Cool game. Thank you. So happy to be here. All right, well, I think... Oh, they're going to get into the Flood Maw back? No, fire magic. All right. There it is. Hey, Terrigen, long time, man. Well, we are busy getting fire magic over and over and over again. How are things going with you? Okay, yep, just land after land after land. That's all good. 3 lands in our hand. Oh, deification, yes. All right, Elspeth, that is excellent. Do you have another fire magic? Same old Terrigen. Finally have power again. I was wondering about that, man. Okay, there's the Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I was wondering about you. I was worried. I'm glad you got your situation figured out there. That was a while of dealing with that. What, if you don't mind me asking, what was the deal with that? Was it just like storm damage or? All right, they have VV has been given VV's ability. Okay. Oh, you're more than welcome, man. You don't have to thank me. You won fair and square. The random draw off of the app there. I was very pleased that we had some actual people that I knew from the channel win that Aether Drift Play booster box giveaway. I said, man, I'm hope he gets it because my 2 winners, one was within Africa and the other was in Australia, and I was like, oh man, I only ever received one confirmation out of the two, so I hope both of them got there to their destination. Glacial Dragon. Okay, we're getting pummeled here by Vivi. We need a removal for Vivi. Okay, yep, there's a guy. Another monument to endurance makes Vivi bigger. Terrigen says stormwater got into the underground lines. They exploded. Then all politics and budgets and authorizations, etc., to dig, replace, and whatnot. That sounds like a nightmare. I hope no one was hurt. Another glacial dragon hunt. Okay. Oh, it's the same one. All right, down to 5. We got to take care of this Vivi or we're just absolutely dead. What, do they have an Into the Flood mon now? They're trying to decide which target to get rid of. Okay. Fire magic on our turn. That's not great. All right, there goes our board. And there's the collector's cage. Where have you been all game? Virtue of loyalty is not going to do it. We're just... but luckily, Elspeth can take care of Vivi. Alright, let's put a +1/+1 counter on the Restless Prairie and attack. I mean, they are empty-handed. We're down to 4, but we're not out of it yet. Alright, and then we take damage. Yep, down to... Oh my goodness. Why did we... Oh, because they have 2. Because they have 2. That's why. I guess we should have killed Vivi from the get-go. I was not expecting them to have 2 Vivis. And then draw into 3 Glacial Dragon hunts. It's just that kind of day. We're not going to draw what we need, and our opponent will draw multiples of everything they need. Alright, come on. Raids in the cage. We need more raids and more cage. Let's do it. Winter, the ambitious. It is summertime. Perhaps that is your weakness. And we're on the play. What? We're on the play with a turn 1 into a turn 2, or into a turn 3. Alright, cut down on the elf. Oh, duress. Okay, well, that gets rid of our virtue. That's unfortunate. Alright, no tax. Terrigen says, you dug into Final Fantasy yet? Yes, I have. I got a Play Booster box, and the family and I have been drafting out of that. And, yeah, I've been digging it, man. I'm digging it. Alright, we'll gain 2 life. Scry 2. Are you kidding me? Come on, game. Alright, to get rid of our other flanker. And we draw another elf. Awesome. I love it. Well, I'll trade a flanker for the bat, I guess, to get another flanker back. I will say the Final Fantasy cards are very flavorful, not overly powerful, except for the ones that absolutely are. Yuna comes to mind. I think though, nowhere to run. Oh, come on. What are we up against here? Hand hate removal. Alright, there's our collector's cage, but now we don't have 3 creatures. And none of this is any good. I think we need the Enduring Innocence, honestly. That's terrible, but that's what we have to do. Alright, somehow we're still at 21 life. And the opponent's at 14. And we've hit our land drops because the Shuffler's giving us nothing but lands. But now, everything changes. Because all we have to do is hit that +1, and then we get things. Alright, there goes Elspeth though. Which means, what? Why did they kill the 2/2? Oh, because it was the mana that we needed to do the collector's cage. Yeah, if they knew what was in it, they wouldn't care. Alright, Edict, our opponent just has all the answers. That's fine. That's great. Alright. Well, there's a Restless Prairie. Let's get a token, give you a power to attack in. Down to 12. Well, they have a Sanctuary now. Fun. Archfiend of the Dross. Okay, we need removal. Yesterday. That is a Knights of the Round. That is going to be not good. Alright, well, we did that. We just need one more mana, I think, and we can cast that, right? 3, 4, 5, 6? No, we need 2. And by then it'll be too late. Archfiend of the Dross is just gonna destroy us. And double Deep Cavern Bat. I love it. I love it when our opponent has all the hand hate, all the removal, and we whiff on our collector's cage. Last game, Fire Magic shows up and ruins our day. Man, oh man. Maybe this is not the time for the collector's cage deck. I thought we were in the clear with the post band, but we'll see. I think we still have time to make a decent showing. Fingers crossed, everyone. Good thoughts, positive thoughts. Oligoners. Gunner. Okay, on the draw again. But we do have something. Alright, Huskwood Verge into Paw Patch Recruit. Looks like Boros. Is this Boros Mice? That would be unfortunate. Or is it Gleeful Demolition? Oh, Slick Shot Show Off. Okay, well, I don't like that. Let's get Invasion of Gobikon out here. Lightning Helix, Manifold Mouse. Okay, well, yeah. Let's make the Emberheart Challenger cost a bit more. And attack in. Alright, next turn. Enduring Innocence. I mean, they gotta play the Manifold Mouse, right? They're really gonna Lightning Helix our 2/1? That does nothing at the moment? Or, no, they yeah, they do. And then they turn inside out, the Slick Shot Show Off. And there it is. And who said Mono Red was dead? Okay, Razorbird's Ticket, Enduring Innocence. And then at least we get some flyers next turn if we live. And then it's all on Collector's Cage to save our booties. Yep. Okay. Fine. They have the Dreadmaw's Ire, which notably does not do anything. Oh, man. Okay, well, we got to do this and draw a card. All right, and I think the answer does lie with forcing them to block with a Manifold Mouse. All right, cool. They play their 4-mana Emberheart Challenger. And they can Dreadmaw's Ire. So we're just going to say no blocks. We're not going to get blown out. It's a 1-mana trample spell. And they're like, oh, Monstrous Rage has got to go. But you still got Dreadmaw's Ire. Yes, it's one less damage, but it does buff their defense, gives it trample, and is artifact removal. Alright, here we go. Come on, roll the dice. Okay, so 3. Okay, that's not the answer. The answer is Seraphic Steed, Collector's Cage, and we get the Elspeth Stormslayer. Attack into the Invasion of Gavakon. Cast the Invasion of Gavakon. And now we are in business. And business is good. Alright, they're going to have a heck of a draw here. Oh, Wild Ride. Okay. Was not seeing that. Cacophony Scamp. Alright, well. Here's what we gotta do. We have to block here and double block here. And then they Dreadmaw's Ire on who? On the Slick Shot. Alright, well, we activate. Give all of our stuff hexproof and indestructible. And gain some life back from the first strike damage. Will it be enough? Well, they do get to destroy our Collector's Cage. That's unfortunate. We really wanted to play with that. Alright, well, get lost on the Slick Shot show off. Number 1. Number 2. We're gonna do you and a you. And you will saddle up. Attack in with the Seraphic Steed. Make a flyer. Gain some life back. Nice. When is this Overlord? The Mistmore is coming out. Come on. Alright, they have successfully targeted the Emberheart Challenger. Gotten another Slick Shot show off the top. Alright. Slick Shot show off coming on down. Well, that costs 5. Alright, map token, come on, no whammies, no whammies. Nice. Alright, we got lucky on that one. Alright, they have got lost on our token. Alright, flash out the Kutzel's flanker. Get 2 life. We don't want either of those. Alright, block there. Block there. And take 1. Oh, do you want to proliferate? Oh, we would love some counters. Do they proliferate the Overlord of the Mistmores? That would be smart. There it is. You could have given him a +1/+1 counter too. No? Okay. Well, let's go with Warden of the Grove, draw a card, get another land. Okay, we did it. Somehow we did it. I'm not sure how, but we did it. Good game. Let's see if we can do it once more. Mono red. Yeah. Dreadmaw's Ire. It even got rid of our collector's cage. Monster's Rage can't do that. Still good. Red deck wins. Still good after all these years. Nightorian. A New York Torian. Torion. Number 12. On the draw. This is a terrible hand. Much better. Alright, Beze, you can go away for a while. Alright, turn 1, Llanowar Elf. Turn 2, that lets us Paw Patch Recruit. Oh, with Offspring, if Llanowar Elf... Nope, never mind. Might as well not even say it. Alright. In turn, we'll Virtue a Loyalty on their instep. Fear of missing out, cool. What are they going to discard, I wonder? Is it going to be a bomb? It is a bomb. Alright, we has Token. We have Brushland. We have Paw Patch Recruit ×2. No attacks. Now, if they're comboing off with Trumpet and Carnosaur, we're in trouble. But I don't think they are. We'll put a +1/+1 counter on you, and a +1/+1 counter on you. And what did they get? Overlord? Alright, well, let's go Paw Patch Recruit ×2. And attack in with a 3/3. Seems good. And in next turn, we're on Virtue of Loyalty mana. That could be interesting. Alright. Go there. They said, okay. Alright then. Auto pay. Virtue of Loyalty. Come on down. Ooh, this is the first time I've played this in this deck. Oh, okay. Interesting. And now they get bigger. Alright, they have 4 mana. Here comes... Oh, that's not what I expected. I was expecting a Zombify. Oh, there's a Dolly. Yeah, that's what you want. You want that in the graveyard real bad, so you can steal our stuff. Well, I'm not having it. Let's go with Enduring Innocence, autopay. Yeah, give them a chance for removal. No, they said no. Alright then. Well, let's go there with Sheltered by Ghosts. Is that going to prompt removal? That certainly will. Alright, well, give you a counter. Give you a counter. And attack. And attack. Alright, they have to have something big up their sleeve or we win next turn. Zombify on a tally, and what do they get? Off of us, they get a Sanguine Evangelist. And they got another fear of missing out on themselves. I don't think it's enough. Alright, let's draw a card and hit some removal. No removal for us. No attacks in the turn. And we got big boys. We got big boys. Would you like to attack with your Atali? And another Atali. Yeah, okay, what's he gonna get now? You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Destroy all tapped creatures. Well, wait, what's going on? He's attacking, he's cutting down there? Okay. Well, let's put a counter there. Well, that seems pretty good. Here's 7/7 Atali, not looking so pretty now. What? Yeah. The knight, the 2/2 vigilant token took down Atali. He's like, nope. Good games indeed. Thank you, Terrigen. We needed that win. It was a moral victory. Steel heart stuff? No, the knights are coming for you. The knights and the bunnies and the bats and the vampires. New 2002, come on down. You're the next contestant on the Collector's Cage. Maybe we'll find a use for it. Okay, Razorbird's ticket into Elf on the play. Alright, even better. Hushwood Verge lets us get another Elf and Seraphic Steed. We are ramping. And that lets us go Overlord of the Mistmoors next turn and Pended. Whoa. And we even have removal. Oh, we don't have double white though. Okay. I guess we attack with everybody and get our damage in. And gain some life. And hold up the Get Lost. And then next turn we can Overlord. We're Pugnacious. He's dead. Ooh, that was fast. What? Ranking up into Platinum with the Cage. This could change things. Alright, let's see if we can get a couple more wins in here. Rage in the Cage. We finally got the Cage. And then they said, nope, you killed our pugnacious hammer skull. It was our pet dinosaur. We spent millions of dollars on research to bring dinosaurs into Magic the Gathering. We had to clone them out of amber. Alright, Elf, let's go. Nothing but hells in Elspeth. Seems like a drink. Or maybe a poem. Alright, is this a VV nonsense? Geez, that's a lot of elves. Okay. That is a lot of elves, and that means we're on Elspeth next turn if they don't do anything. Jeez. That's a planisphere. We can't hit that with a get lost. Ready arms, indeed. Oh man, if we draw a land next turn, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go, oh, we can already do it. If we draw a land next turn, they can even kill our one of our elves and we can still do it. Overlord and hold up, get lost. The planisphere. You must cast more spells. You must cast all the spells. Well, they did it. They torched the elf. Alright, are they going to torch another elf? That is the question. No, they did not. Well, that's fun. That means we get to do this. And make some more. Do they run fire magic? If they run fire magic, we're kind of in trouble. No attacks. Opt-in? Oh. Alright, no whammies. No fire magic, no pyroclasm. Both are standard legal. Not sure why they would run pyroclasm, though. It's Mr. Cactuar versus Mr. Tom Berry. Who will win? The 10,000 needles. No, it is another planisphere. Alright, well, on our turn, we get rid of the big job select token. Yep, get rid of you. We can even pay for a spell pierce. Oh, let's go. Counters on everyone. Counters for all. And that is 8 plus 12 is 20. That's lethal damage. How about that? Math, also for attackers sometimes. Man, those Llanowar elves ramping into that Elspeth, that was insane. We were like turn 3 Elspeth. Alright, let's do it again. The Llanowar elves in Elspeth. The elves in Elspeth. Elspeth and elves. Oh, slam. You got the jam. Oh, the slam. Not the jam. Oh, deification. I was wondering if that would show up again. On the draw, though, with a 3-drop as our first creature and no ramp in the Elspeth. We gotta, yeah. Alright, this is a little bit better. I think we pitch Beza. Alright, we get the Thicket, we got the Elf. And that's gonna let us get to Elspeth a turn early. Hopefully. Oh, Carrot Cake. A fellow token aficionado. Another Elspeth. Alright then. No tax. We'll wait for them to play the Caretaker's talent. Demolition Field. Oh, Enduring Innocence. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and get rid of that. I was hoping for a caretaker's talent. We had a clean answer for that. Enduring Innocence is going to stick around and give our opponent's card draw, and we really want to be the ones drawing the Enduring Innocence and getting card draw. No blocks. Okay, nothing but lands for us. This is unfortunate, dude. Oh, and a Murex. Alright then. Dedicated token. I imagine they probably have a Get Lost in hand. There's Caretaker's talent. Make your token. Draw your cards. And get in for a damage. Yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness. You're killing me, game. How do we still have 2 lands in hand now? We spent the first hour of this game just getting no lands and getting stuck on 2 lands. And now the first hour of this day, rather. And then it seems like this last half hour, we spent the entire game getting nothing but lands. It's one or the other. That's how it's been for a while now. It really is. That's just my anecdotal experience. Call me crazy, but it seems like there is no happy medium. There is no middle. It's all lands or no lands. All lands or no lands. Alright, they have laid down arms on our 1/1 token. We want to see a deification here, I think. Alright, Sheltered by Ghosts on... Hold on now. No. Let's go +1/+1. Sheltered by Ghosts on you. Get rid of the Caretaker's talent. No attacks. You are right, Terrigen. RNG gonna RNG, but this does not seem random. I'm just saying, it does not seem random. You shouldn't have those polarized outcomes in a random scenario. It should bell curve out into something resembling, over enough games, a decent hand draw. But that does not seem to be the case. I would say almost for the past year. Or maybe at least, yeah, almost the past year. Alright, they've used another lay down arms on the 1/1 token. You have to keep in mind, though, memory is tied to emotion. We're definitely going to remember the bad times more than the good times, because the bad times are more traumatizing. Alright, we don't need the mana dorks anymore, and they're just loading up their board now. And we're just drawing nothing but lands. Cool. You know, Terrigen, you say, I wonder if they weighted a little wins versus losses, etc. We do know there's some algorithms in play. We don't know exactly what those are. I would really, really love some transparency. I've said it before, I've said it again. If it's truly random, if it's not manipulatable any more than the current system is, then there's no reason not to be transparent with what's going on. And we already know that it's manipulatable because of the hand smoothing. You can almost guarantee you'll get colorless lands in your hand every single game if you play more than 3 of them. You can guarantee that you'll have at least 1 land in your, or 2, and like an 80% chance of having 2 lands, regardless of how many lands you have in your deck. So there's already ways. Alright, destroy all untapped creatures. that you can affect your hand. That shouldn't be possible. Oh, they gotta get lost. No, they got a carrot cake. Man, this is turning into quite the grindy game. Tokens versus tokens. When they draw their Elspeth, though, it's all over. They probably already have. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. Okay. I gotta say, I don't think in the days of Wizards of the Coast pre-Hasbro that this sort of thing would happen. They had they loved geeks. The geeks were their bread and butter, but they didn't underestimate our intelligence. All right, here we are again with Caretaker's talent once again fully leveled up, and we're just holding on. Both of us are higher than our starting life totals. Alright, they're gonna have to discard. I like it. We have too many cards. Day of Judgment. Yeah, they probably don't want that. You gonna keep that on top? No, they probably got multiple copies already in their hand. So we've seen a Voice of Victory, 2 Nesting Bots, Carrot Cake ×1, Day of Judgment, Lay Down Arms ×2. Why can't Elspeth -3 say non-land permanent? Vraska gets a -2 that says non-land permanent, mana value 3 or less. Okay, well, here's that. Let's go +1/+1 there. And really, we're just trying to keep a board long enough to play the other Elspeth and use the 0 ability. That's really all we can do at this point. But they're drawing so many cards, and they've almost certainly got a way to make another creature and put us behind. Yeah, I mean, they have the Mirrix. I'm surprised they haven't activated that yet. I would love to see our bombs right about now. We have the mana for them, and we have not gotten to play any of our bombs so far this hour. Alright, they found a Get Lost for Elspeth, number 1. I imagine they're playing Sunfall too. They don't care about their tokens, they just make more. And if they're playing Sunfall and we drop Knights of the Round, that's going to feel pretty bad. Enduring Innocence number 2. Cool. How many cards left in their deck? Yeah, they've gone through half their deck. We're still in the top 15% of ours. Alright, no blocks. Oh, they get their speed up. How long till max speed, I wonder? Alright. Alright, so we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's exactly enough to go Surf Exceed. Elspeth. +1. Seems like this is all we've been able to do the entire game, is just +1 Elspeth. And another Get Lost on Elspeth. That's awesome. Oh, there's our Enduring Innocence. Way too late to do us any good. Lovely. And our opponent has something else they can play? What is holding up priority? What is holding priority? Is it the mirror? No. What could possibly be holding priority? Okay, I see. They're just, I don't know. All right, well, block there, block there, block there, because this is almost certainly a board wipe. Board wipe time. There it is. There's the sunfall. Man, we called that. All right, can we play Knights of the Round now? Do we draw it? We don't even have the mana for it now. 6, 7. All right, there's our Enduring Innocence. Well, let's see what's on top. Collector's Cage. It's okay. No chance that we get to use that to play anything for free. Well, we do have a 5/4 Enduring Innocence at the moment. Until it gets removed. There's their Elspeth. We've already burned through two of ours. And they've exiled our wonderful. And we have a Collector's Cage on top that does nothing. They find another Caretaker's Talent. Man, oh man, good to be our opponent. Go to Vegas, immediately slam. You have everything you need. Wonderful. And they have the Voice of Victory getting double tokens by Elspeth. And yeah, they level up Caretaker's Talent. And yeah, we're just toast. We're toast. Well, on that unfortunate note, that's all we can do. We have been absolutely dogged today. And I am convinced that we haven't made any bad plays, except for maybe one. Maybe one. That's just how it goes some days. And yeah, hit them with land. Sometimes you get a stack of lands like that, and sometimes you get 0 lands, and then other times your opponent gets the perfect draw. But all these things happening in succession, one after the other, can feel a little discouraging. I can tell you that. But we don't be discouraged here on this channel. We won't be discouraged, because no matter what, we're having fun. That is right. That is right. We may not be ranking up every time, but we're playing fun decks. We're not playing mono red. And that's all there is to it. We're not playing dedicated mono black, discard, all removal. Sure, you can win that way. That's easy. Who wants to play on easy mode? Not me. No, it's free. There's nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let me, on that note, love one another. Be cool, don't be a jerk, and have fun playing Magic the Gathering. We'll see you on Brawl on Friday. I hope we got a couple of spicy ones. Until then.